Recently, we visited New Albany Children's Theater, the Performing Arts Magnet program at Fairmont Elementary School. They're in rehearsal for the children's musical, Disney's Lion King Kids, a show that stars young performers from all 9 New Albany Floyd County elementary schools.
We've been working on this show for about 9 weeks now, so we work about 3 days a week every day after school for an hour and a half. Our program is totally run by children, so they are working on everything from memorizing their lines and the music to also focusing on set changes, costume changes, microphone changes. They'll do the whole 9 yards. So I have a lot of confidence in this group. They're a really smart group of kids, and I think they're going to come together really well. I'm excited for them.
My name is Dominic Mcgrath, and I play as Mufasa.
My name is Devin McGrath, and I'm playing as young Simba.
So there's a little boy that goes to Mount Tabor named Devin, who I saw in the hallway one day, and I teach at Mount Tabor, and he was like, "Hi, Miss Gardner, how are you?" And I was like, "Oh, hello, what's your name?" And so he told me it was Devin, and I ended up recruiting him. I was like, "You should audition for young Simba because I need a 1st or 2nd grader."
This is really fun for us. And the reason we like it is because this is our first play we've ever been in.
So he shows up at auditions and he brings his older brother, who is equally as confident and bright and wonderful as Devin. So we end up casting them as Mufasa and Simba, and their relationship is so sweet, both on and off stage.
My favorite part about it is that I get to be here with my brother, and we get to practice lines together.
My favorite part is that I really like the graphics. I really like that we actually get to be in the play.
So we put our tickets on sale, and 24 hours later we were sold out. We have 3 sold out performances, which was really spectacular. And it's really cool to know that the community is behind a children's theater and really wants to provide this opportunity in the future for all kids in New Albany.
I can't wait to see the show. Now, the performances are sold out. Tickets went really quick, but there is an opportunity for standing room only. You can call Fairmont Elementary to reserve yours. Disney's Lion King Kids will be a special experience you don't want to miss. Since our humble beginnings in 1908 as New Washington State Bank, we have offered banking the way you want it. Now known as NWSB, we have branches in the communities of Henryville, Charlestown, Borden, Jeffersonville, Sellersburg, Scottsburg, River Ridge, New Albany, and coming in 2022, a state-of-the-art branch in downtown Jeffersonville. As a local bank, all decisions are made right here in Southern Indiana. Our customers enjoy the personal relationships, and we value opportunities to show community support throughout the region. At NWSB, we offer myriad services and modern technology, from online banking to mobile apps with check capture. And we are always here to serve you face-to-face with a smile. At NWSB, you'll find banking the way you want it. Here at Extol Media, we love chefs from around our region, but there's one in particular who has our hearts because of her heart for others, especially kids. In this edition of Extol Eats, Dan Farmer of the Juice Box Heroes dishes in the Extol kitchen with Mesa Kids Cooking School's Chef Liz Martino.
Chef Liz Martino has been a professional cook in the Southern Indiana area for nearly 2 decades. Chef, tell us about what you do at Mesa Kids Cooking School.
Well, I am the managing partner and program coordinator at Mesa Kids. That means a whole lot of things. That means that I well, I clean the bathrooms when I have to sometimes, I wash the dishes, but I also get to write all of the programs for our students that come into our classroom and the students that we see outside the classroom as well. I do the hiring, build the team, do a lot of fun things as well, and teach.
Love it, love it. And now you run the New Albany Farmers Market as well, is that correct?
Yes, actually, I am part of a wonderful team of volunteers who work together to make sure that the farmers market kind of goes off without a hitch.
Well, we're so lucky to have you and the other volunteers in New Albany, Indiana. Liz, tell us what we're looking at today. I'm excited to jump in the kitchen with you. And what are we working on today?
Today we are working on some cranberry brie bites, and I've got the sugar in here. I'm gonna get you working as well.
Please, I'm so excited.
Brown sugar, I've got a little bit of butter, I have my cranberries, pouring in some orange juice.
Okay.
Here's what I'm gonna have you do.
Alrighty.
We're gonna start these guys off with just a little bit of dough. You can kind of use your hands, that's fine. Steve already did an amazing job buttering these guys.
I did. I really buttered this tray excellently.
And we're just gonna shove these little guys right in
Okay.
here, kind of making little rustic cups.
I think I can handle that.
I
Let's give
think
it a
you can
shot.
too.
Let's give it a shot.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some cinnamon, some vanilla, crack of salt. And salt really helps bring out the natural flavors that are already present in the dish. This is one of the recipes that our students at Mesa Kids actually have done.
Okay.
I'm throwing in some lemon thyme. This lemon thyme is actually grown right in the Mesa Kids green space garden.
So Mesa Kids has a garden as well.
We do. We've been working on an herb garden for the past couple years.
Okay.
Since we moved to our new location in Mesa, and we've got some wonderful herbs, and the students plant them and take care of them all year long. We actually have a farmers market camp, and so during the summer, our farmers come and talk to the kids about everything from cattle farming to bees to growing produce and taking care of herbs and vegetables. And then they get to practice and grow their own things like microgreens and the herbs.
Well, I think those are really important lessons, and we need more and more children to be able to pick up on that. I need to get my children in Mesa Kids Cooking School. Sounds excellent.
Only if you come too.
Okay. I need to learn. Probably, I'm sure most of these kids would run circles around me in the kitchen. You can probably tell by my cups of croissant that I'm putting in a tray over here.
I think they look fantastic.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. You're nice.
So we're just gonna let these are starting to come to a boil. You can start to see, Dan, that the cranberries have started to pop
Yes, they're
open.
starting to open up. The skin is starting to break.
Yes, and we can see that it's getting a little bit thicker. And so what we're gonna do here is, since it's kind of come to a boil, we're gonna let it continue to simmer. And the cranberries are gonna break down, and there's natural pectin right inside the cranberries. So it's gonna make kind of like a jelly like we see with our sauce. And
Sure.
when this is done, we're going to pour it with our cups and our brie. Just had to leave for just a second. We've got some brie bites in here. I've cut them up into bite-sized pieces, and you'll be able to just place them
Right smack dab in the middle. That's easy enough. Hope I don't eat too many of these on the way to the croissant cups, but I love some brie cheese.
Well, fortunately, these are just for us, so if you want to eat a few pieces, you can. You're just gonna throw it, combine them. Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna grab a spoon here. I'm gonna help you out.
Well, these are gonna bubble over a little bit in the oven, so it is important that you grease your pan, whether you have fresh butter, like you did, which is always delicious.
We use the butter. Can't ever have too much butter. I guess you could, but I haven't seen it.
You know, we did this in class shortly before Thanksgiving. Our students were so excited. They absolutely loved it. A lot of them tried brie for the very first time and made their very first fresh cranberry sauce, and they all went home and made them for their holiday dinners.
Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't it?
That's so nice. So how large are your classes when you're teaching?
Currently, we have capacity for about 16 kids in our class.
Okay.
Some of our younger classes, like our preschool class or our new class starting in January, Baking with Soul Sisters Bake Shop. That's from 3 years old to 7 years old. So that's really awesome. But we keep those classes a little bit smaller, usually about 8 to 10 students. So we have the chance to be able to work with each one individually. And even in our larger classes with our older students, we always make sure we have plenty of staff on hand so that each kid gets individualized, care and attention and that they need so they can learn their new skills.
I just think what you're doing for the youth in this community, it's going to pay dividends for years to come with providing these children with these skills. I love it. That's awesome.
Thank you very much. That's what we want. We want a legacy of students and children who grow up to be adults who know that their community is invested in them and want to invest back in the community. They're educated, knowledgeable, and they're good cooks. So these are going to bake for about 15 minutes, and we'll see them when they're done.
All right. Well, we'll catch you back when these are done. Okay, so we've waited the 15 minutes. Let's pull these bad boys out of the oven and let's see what we've got. I smell the herbs. I see the melted brie. Oh my goodness.
You did a great job because these are popping right out.
That means I buttered that pan perfectly.
Sure did. So we're just gonna take these out.
I love how they turned out. They look amazing.
They sure do. I hope they taste good too. Before we get going, we're gonna take just a little bit of the lemon thyme because you gotta sprinkle and garnish. And if you'd like,
make it look nice.
That's right. If you'd like, you can always hit it with just a little more of your cranberry sauce.
Okay.
Or we can try them just like this. Fluffy, flaky, sweet, a little savory.
Savory but citrusy. I love that. That combination of the citrus from the cranberries with that fluffiness and the cheese.
Is this something you try again?
I want to eat this every week. Are you kidding me? These are amazing. Wow. What a dish. Thank you, Chef Liz. This is amazing. Wow.
Glad you enjoyed it.
The kids at Mesa Kids Cooking School are in excellent hands. Thank you for everything you do for our community. We really appreciate you today.
Thank you so much.
My name is Bert Hodge. I'm the general manager of Heritage Ford. When I was a child, I stuttered and was dyslexic. I started my career assigned to a junior position on a destroyer, and ultimately I commanded 5 ships, 2 minesweepers, 2 frigates, a SEAL commando ship. I got a lot of exposure to some of the world's greatest leaders. When I retired from the Navy, it was with the intent to join my father here at the dealership. My dad has been an important part of this community for 30 years.
The business has changed tremendously since then, but our moral values have remained the same.
This is a business where honor and integrity matter.
If I'm fair to my customers, they'll come back. If I'm fair to myself, I'll be here when they come back.
I'm proud to have served my country, and I'm proud to sell Fords to my community.
There's something magical about the ability to create your own space while also working alongside others as part of a community. The owner of Adam Paul Salon, he knows this well, and he shares from inside his space at Bolt & Tie in Clarksville.
I am Adam Christian, the owner and operator of Adam Paul Salon. Adam Paul Salon is a full-service salon, men's hair, women's hair, coming soon are hair replacement services. But we're also much more than that. I've got 12 years experience working in high-end salons that felt cold, felt clinical, and creating my own space was able to add some warmth, add some color, add some fun. Being a part of Bolt & Tie was absolutely the only choice. Being surrounded by all these different types of businesses is really inspiring, and it really kind of lights a fire under everybody else and there's no competition, but it also creates community. I want to have a partnership, not just an employee relationship with anyone that we decide to bring on. You know, we can work together to meet our own personal goals while working with the goals of the business. Other than just clients, we're also going to be interested in talking with stylists who are interested in a smaller salon setting and maybe an environment like I've created here at Bolt & Tie. So if that's you, reach out and we can connect. I'm Adam Christian of Adam Paul's Salon, and we are excited about our new space.
It's time for PE with JD. That's JD Dotson of Breathe and Move 502.
Okay, so a couple of things. If you do not have equipment at home or you're not joining a gym, there's lots of things you can do with your own body. Say you're just doing a squat, right? If the squat doesn't feel comfortable, keeping your feet straight ahead and going all the way back, move over a little stool or a chair that you have at home and just squat down so your rear end touches that and pop back up, right? Just try that, right? And then I brought a little taller chair here. We're gonna do some different things with this. So we'll do some dips. It's gotta be a sturdy chair. You don't want anything rickety. And just go down, up and down, right? So you can do a pike push-up at home. If you're doing a pike push-up, it's basically putting your body into a position like this. Push up here. You can get a little crazy. Like that. But just using stuff around the house. If you don't have any weights at home, you can grab some cans out of the kitchen, do some curls with cans. You can use a water jug, milk jug, fill a milk jug with sand and do some curls like that. Especially if it's got a handle, that'd be great. All kinds of things. You can do push-ups off of a book using a book. Put one hand on the book, one hand on the floor, and switch sides. Lots of things around the house you can use. Also, your own body is the best weight. So.
Thanks, JD. You can follow him on Facebook under Breathe plus Move 502 or visit breatheandmove502.com. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We'll be back again next week with another episode of This Is So In. But first, a few friendly felines seeking forever homes. We hope you're so into however you spend the rest of your weekend. Still with us? Enjoy this much-loved segment from Charlestown.
So I've heard what comes first, the chicken or the egg, but I have to ask you, what comes first, the duck or the dog?
The dog.
Talk about Colt. Where did Colt come from? How old?
He came from up near Santa Claus, Indiana, and we got him, he was, what, 4 months old?
4 months old. Yeah.
4 months old.
Baby.
And then when did the duck come into existence and become Colt's partner?
My birthday.
How long ago, Anna?
That was in April of this year. I wanted a duck. I said, let's do it. Let's get a duck.
So Cindy, your daughter says, I want a duck.
I didn't tell her.
No, she didn't tell me.
Oh, even better.
She sent me a picture of this little duck on her dash in her Jeep.
And that's how you told Mom.
And I said, that better be fake.
At what point, though, did Colt see Petunia and all of a sudden you could see this relationship? I mean, there's an evolution of it that you have captured on social media. When did you start seeing they're not going to be foes, they're going to be more than friends?
I would say, what, 2.5 months ago?
Yeah.
Because we waited till she really got bigger because we were afraid he would play too hard with her, you know, and possibly hurt her or, but she holds her own.
Definitely.
She holds her own.
What's their relationship like?
Odd couple. That's what I call them.
It's
like they're the
sweet.
odd couple.
She follows him everywhere he goes. Everywhere. If he runs the whole yard, she runs the whole yard. When he's inside, she lays by his door and sleeps till he comes out, and then she runs with him again.
What kind of joy have you all received from watching this evolve?
Oh,
A lot of,
tremendous joy. That's where the Daily Dose of Duck came in.
Now, first you have to explain a Daily Dose of Duck, what that is for people who haven't had the pleasure, I will say.
It's a Facebook post that I started because we were
so I'm the one that I started them two together.
Yeah, she started together. And then I
think you were
posting.
gone, and I was like, let's let him out. I mean, she's big. She's, you know, let's do it. Let's get them together and see what they do. So I took a video and sent it to her, and she's like, oh my goodness.
What were they doing in that initial video?
She was just on top of him, like, you know.
And what was Colt doing?
He was just laying there like, what is that? Like ears going back. He's like, what is this on my back? No growling, no nothing at all. Like,
no.
Yeah.
It brings so many people joy. People are obsessed with them. They wait for this Daily Dose of Duck.
What about for you, Cindy? I mean, people are having a hard time. It has been a tumultuous time just collectively across the world, let alone in our own backyard here in Southern Indiana. But I mean, you've known some hardships as a family as well.
Yeah, I just recently went through breast cancer in 2018, and it's hard. And then of course we went through COVID, and everything just seemed to snowball. And just watching these two together is just like happy.
It's like a few minutes of happiness.
It just brings happiness.
You also did something else, Cindy, when you were diagnosed with breast cancer. You found out that you also have a gift beyond sharing a daily dose of duck, that's for sure. You have a gift for making incredible dolls.
I do. I make them. I started out making pillows for Clark Memorial, and I donate them, breast cancer pillows, and it just led me to making dolls to help pay for the breast cancer pillows for the hospital. So I started making the dolls to help support my breast cancer pillow journey, I guess I should say. And yes, I made dolls, and I posted them. I made Anna one for Christmas, and I posted it. And people's like, can I have one of those? And it snowballed. I started making them, and people love them, and they're bringing joy to people. Many people, ladies fighting breast cancer, ladies in nursing homes, small children, just everybody. I mean, even my dad loves them. I mean, he'll sit and hold them and, you know, pet it, and they just bring joy.
Something I think is wonderful is that you have taken hardship from your family, and I mean, you've just found myriad ways to bring joy to other people. Are you on a mission? Is this the joy mission?
Yeah, I think so. I really think so.